Hi everyone, it's Glenn here again, going live or trying to figure out how to go live. So just bear with me for a second. I've just still trying to learn this type of stuff. So yeah, just bear with me. I'm still setting up a couple of things. This is my second video.
Still trying to learn this type of stuff.
Sorry, I got to turn my computer down so no one can hear me talking to myself. Yeah, hopefully everything works out with people want to comment or anything like that. But okay, here with the drag car again, I've taken all the wheels off it. Like I said, this is round 2 due to I'm not sure what happened, but I did this video already, went to post it, and it was not there. So with it saying that, I've got the wheels off it. I've done it for a reason. Start off with the gearing. At the moment, I am running a stock gearing of the 81 and 81 tooth spur and 21 tooth pinion at the moment. That's just running a standard sort of setup. All my stuff has turned up, so now I'll go through it all and show you what I've got, and we'll go from there. So we'll start off with all the pinions that I end up purchasing. So not pinions, we'll start with the spur gears that I purchased, all of them, and we'll go from there. So the only reason I purchased so many was just so then I've got an option. I can pick and choose what I want to do, how I want to set it up, but if it doesn't work, I'm always going to have spares. That's the main thing. So at the moment, these are the ones that I've purchased. I have a 75 tooth. It's going to be in no specific order. Have an 81 tooth. They're all 48 pitch. 66 tooth. 72 tooth. I got 2 of the 69s. That's what I'm thinking about I'm going to be running. So I have 2 of them. And I have a 77 tooth just here. So that's the spur gears that I bought. Like I said, I'm not going to use them all. When I'm happy with the performance and all that type of thing, well then I'm just going to just stick with that. But you've got to have a few options. You've got to play with a few setups and just to see how you're going to like how it launches and all that type of thing, how it runs. So that's the spur gears. Now, over to the pinions. These are still a 48 pitch pinion as well, but they're the 3.7 millimeter bore on them. I have a 21 tooth, so I've got a spare one. I've got a 27 tooth. I don't know if this is going to see it. 27 if it wants to. 28. I don't know if you want to see them all or not. I could read them out to you. 26, 23, 24, 27, 22, and a 30. So I'm looking at running probably the 22 tooth, maybe with the 69 gearing. I'm not too sure. I'll work my way down to that. But at the moment, I just want to see what it would run with this normal sort of gearing and setup in it. Also, as you could see, I did take my tool out. End up doing my roll bar. I actually put just wheel bearings in there. Just want to see how it would go. I'm not too sure how it's going to go, but it actually runs a bit better. Rolls a bit better even. Just because my plastic ones, they started eating away at one certain area, like just say on the top here, that's always on the bottom. So I didn't want to spin so freely. So I'll see what the metal ones do. Don't get me wrong, this thing does not leave on the wheelie bar. So once I start maybe gearing it, it's going to start leaving a lot heavier, and it will probably start leaving on here, and that's when I might have to look for a bit of rubber. Maybe take them out, put a little bit of rubber around the edge of that bearing. So it's like a tire sort of thing. But I'll get to that part when I get to it, maybe like little O-rings or something, stretch it right over there and maybe glue it. I'm not sure. I haven't thought about that just yet. So there's a reason why there's no wheels on this bag boy at the moment. And I'll show you why now. Is because these are the other things that came in the mail. So these are my rear tyres here. These are the new ones. they're still got the same centers as my old. They're not really that old, but the older style ones here. See, they're still exactly the same. They're still they're still Protec. Oh, Protec. My goodness. Proline. My bad. They're still Proline tires and wheels, but this one here is your standard size, and this one here is your wider one. As you can see like that there. This one here I've been using. This is brand new. I haven't used this just yet. I don't want to try it out, just see how it goes. I have got it fitted to the 2.2 width to fit this. So I'm not sure if it's going to blow out, but it seems pretty tightly in there. So I'll see what happens. But these ones here are 2.12 by 4.15. These wider ones are. And then your normal size ones are 1.80 by 4.15. So they are a little bit wider. Not sure if this is gonna show you much, but there's sort of, yeah, it's still a little bit of difference in there. Maybe on that side, maybe. Probably a finger width, just under a finger width wide. Just want to try these out, see if it hooks up a bit better, because, you know, more power to more wider surface onto the ground, would technically be more traction to the ground. So that's the plan. That's how I look at it. But like with this drag racing type of thing, I will be weighing these as well, and seeing what weight difference it is and how much extra the wider ones are. But don't get me wrong, the center's all exactly the same. So I could take this tire off here and whack it on this standard size here, and it'll fit perfectly fine without an issue. So with saying that, I'll put this to one side, and also I've got these bad boys. So I had these fronts on. I'll show you. I've got to get them all out anyway. So I had them on there, and now I have the SSD ones. They're the aluminium, and my goodness, they look really good. I really love the look and the quality of these. They look really good. Unbelievable. I'm not sponsored to say anything, but my goodness, I'm so impressed with just how they look. Don't mind that. That's the glue that I tried for the first time as well. It's this one here. It's the Proline tire glue. I thought I'd try something a bit different, because it did come with these. It does come with these little nozzles, which absolute makes it a dream to use. Don't get me wrong, like, you just got to crack your tire back a bit. With that, you put the little compressor around it, the tire compressor there, you just push that just this side here and just run it around. Seal it, run it around, seal it, seal it. First time I've used it, and it looks a bit rough, yes, but hey, she's on there, and it made my life 10 times easier just with this little flexible part. And all I did just to get the glue out of it was, which that didn't work because it's all blocked again. I just blew a hole and cleaned it out, but she must have had a bit in there. So I might be able to lop it back a little bit, because it is pretty long, and still use it for a bit. Or if not, I've got a secondary one in there as well. But that's the part number there. I normally use the 402 Loctite stuff for the tires. I'll just get it to show you this. Sorry, 406. I keep getting them mixed up. The 406 here, Loctite, should be in the fridge. I use it for my tires, and I've never had a tire blow off using this here. But I just thought I'd try to use the proper Proline stuff, since I'm using their tires, bodies, and all that. I thought I'd give it a go. And honestly, I'm not disappointed. I haven't ran it, but I'm not disappointed in it, if that makes any sense. So what I'm going to do is get 2 of these tires, and we'll weigh them up, and we'll see what they weigh, and we'll go from there. We'll see what we have here, if my scales want to work. My goodness, I need scales. They're temperamental, these poor things are. Well, there we go. It's good we've got power on. So I'll put these off to one side. So these are in grams. As you can see, I'll turn this towards you a little bit, if you can still see that. So as you can see, that's in grams when it wants to work. -1 will tear that if it wants to tear it. There we go. So I'll put both of these tyres on here. They're the rears. They're 254 grams just for these two rears here. So they're just your standard ones. These ones here, 278 grams. So a little bit heavier, but there's always a good point and a bad point by having a heavier sort of a drag car than a lighter and vice versa. Within saying that, having a lighter drag car, yes, it will go faster, but you won't have as much traction as you would if the car was heavier. But having a heavier car, you may not have enough speed. So there's always pros and cons about how you do stuff. For me, I think my drag car now, I think it's at 2,000. Was it 2,500 grams or something? I'm not 100% sure. Don't quote me. I weighed it a while ago. I've got to do it again. Actually, I might do it again with the wheels on it for everyone to have a look if they want. We'll do that as well. Put these wheels on and we'll weigh her and see what shit, everything on it. So these fronts here, they're 87 grams. And then these ones here with the aluminium, they're still the exact same tyres. It's just aluminium. And they're 88. So there's still like 20 odd gram difference. But even with these two tyres, you have a look at the height difference between these two. Like, there's a fair bit of like height difference there. But yeah, so I'll take that off there. So these and the wider tyres here, they do weigh more. Probably 20, just round off, say 25 grams more than what these original ones are here, and these plastic fronts. So, don't tell me I weighed it wrong. Yeah, I stuffed up, fellas. Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. So 2 plastics is 74. Sorry, because I have one of the aluminium ones underneath. So that's 74 grams. The 2 plastics and the 2 aluminium are about 100 grams. So, sorry about my dog, guys. Just thinks it's a pit bull. So yeah, so it is. Yeah, so it's about 30 grams of difference for the fronts. Considering the backs are only like a 25 grams difference. So what I'll do, I'll put these away now. So I do store them in little containers, so when you need them, just say on the day I might blow off the tyre here or something like that, I can just quickly swap it over to these two here. And they're there for spares. I'm not sure exactly what type of spares to have, but I just have a bit of everything just in case. And I'll put these two in there because I want to see if these wider ones will actually fit with the suspension, like with the shock arms and stuff where they are. So I think it's going to be very close if it's going to fit. So I'll move these out of the way. And I'll grab this here. That will turn off by itself. But I'll want to weigh the car as well. But in saying that, so I'll grab the car. We'll put the fronts on it. So hopefully next video, I'll be doing a video with my new controller, hopefully. Been wanting this controller for absolute ages. And finally got it. So it's going to make my racing and whoever else wants to get into this type of sport racing a lot better when I show you what it can do. And I don't know 100% what it can do, but it does what I want it to do. So that's the main part there. So once I get it, I'll let you know, and I'll probably be next couple of weeks. I'll do another video, only due to work and all that type of thing. So got to knock off a bit earlier today, which is always good. Can't complain about that. So just bear with me, guys. Just tightening up the rear. And this dog is going to be the death of me, I tell you, barking at freaking nothing. So I'll just put this other tyre on. Don't know if you're going to see it from where you are, but I'll bring it back if you want a little. Yeah, you still can't see it. Doesn't matter. I'll put the tyre on. I'll sit the shell on. I'll set it. Even just do it. I might, you know what I'm going to do? Put the battery in it as well and get a full weight of everything in it with the tyres. But these tyres actually, they actually look like they're fitting. Even the wider ones, I didn't think they were going to fit. But they look actually good, like having something wider on the back end of it. Give you a look. Can't really zoom in with this since I'm going live, but I'm still learning this live thing, so just bear with me. But as you see, the spring's mighty close, but it's not. There's no rubbing there, and there's no rubbing there either. Like, you've actually got a half decent gap there. So the tires, the rear tires look actually pretty good being that fat. And as you can see, the fronts. So I am running the S3, the soft compound ones. You know, it's beautiful. I can't zoom out of this. But yeah, we'll figure this out. So now we'll get the battery. I've just got it sitting up here. Sorry about my arm being in the way. So I'll chuck my battery in. This is the battery I'm using if you haven't seen it yet. The Gens Ace Redline, the 130 discharge. Just there. Whack that in there. I'll get the shell as well. I'll sit the shell on, and what we'll do, I'll have to use one of these. I'll tear it off and we'll check the weight out. What's mean unset? So if I'll do this, so you see it's 144, but I'll tear it so it's 0, hopefully. There we go. And I'll whack this on and we'll see how much this car weighs with the battery, the body, the wheels on it. There's always a minimum that you can run it. Like every club's different. My car at the moment is 2268. So it's a weight. I said it was 2250 something, but just thinking of that now, me putting these extra like the heavier wheels on it, would probably bring it up to that, to being that heavy. But yeah, that's the car there. I've also purchased this here. It's a DR10 Metal Gear conversion kit, which I've already got one in my gearbox. I purchased another one because I'm not sure how many people actually strip their gears when they're using their cars or racing or anything like that. Like I said, I'm still trying to get mine running to perfection, which when this controller turns up, it's going to be perfection. But I'm not sure if people go, oh, I'm always stripping the main gear, or I'm always stripping this little gear here or that gear there. So at least I've got a packet of spares as well. But yeah, besides that, I think that's everything that like I said, this is the second try that I've tried posting this video, and my goodness, it's just been a pain in my backside, I tell you. Having to redo a video again and again just to be able to post. I was supposed to post one yesterday. When I couldn't find it, I wasn't too happy. So now that this is here now, I've done one now live, it's going to be on there. So hopefully in the next few days or within a week, my controller should be here. But yeah, I can't wait to show you that, because I've got some really good tricks and ideas with that controller, which, yeah, be learning how to figure that type of thing out. But once I get there, we'll be all set, I reckon. But here, I'll give you a quick go past with the car with all the wheels on it and stuff. As you can see, the rear wheels are actually really nice. On how it is, I'll just spin it around. Hopefully we'll get a view from the back side of it, and you'll see how fat it looks now with those wheels on it. So they look very fat because they've only just fitting, not touching the shocks. So, and then I'll put the wheelie bar in there too if you want. There you go. So hopefully that will give you some idea. Like I said, I only bought them parts just in case. I want to try a bit of everything. This is just going to be a quick video on what I was doing or what I've done to get this up and going. I wanted to start doing some test hits. I'm still trying to learn the GSS that's in here. I did have it set on drag last time, but it did take down my speed, and it did take down like traction and all that, but it didn't save it. So I might have to set it up for like track maybe, and that might hopefully eliminate that, and it might actually start saving. I'm still, like I said, I'm still trying to learn all this type of stuff, so I'll let you know when I find out on what I've got to do. But yeah, that should be about it at the moment. I don't think I'm missing out on anything else at the moment. I think that's all it's turned up that I've been waiting for to do this video, and I did do the video, but somehow it disappeared. But yeah, so that's all for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed this live video. First time, or not, I think I've done it twice before, but I'm still trying to figure it out. Because I want to set up my laptop so I can see his comment and write back. You know, answer your comments or messages or whatever he's like me to do. But yeah, so hopefully he's like it. Hopefully I'll get to do a few more of these as I get along and start figuring it out, and yeah, start getting stuff going. But thanks everyone for watching, or watching the live anyway. If you've missed it, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm hoping to do a few more of these so you can ask questions, or yeah, let me know what yous are running or what yous have got or what gearing you're running and all that type of thing. I know a lot of people like to keep that cool, but yeah, it doesn't matter what gearing other people are running because not everyone's car is going to run the same. So yeah, all right. On that note, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Please, if you know anyone that likes this type of thing, share it. I really want to be back out using this again. I'm just waiting for my controller to turn up so I can start programming this just a little bit, and start getting it how I want it to run. And then we'll go out testing hopefully within a month or so and actually start putting down some decent times. That's the plan anyway. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I've said it about 10 times, and subscribing means the absolute world. I can't believe I got 227 subscribers. Like, yeah, I cannot believe it. Thank you all so much for subscribing, and without you subscribing and liking my videos and comments, hey, I wouldn't be here. So thank you all so much, and I will see you when I'm on next, hopefully with my controller. All right, bye.